are singular in your discernment.
Do you perceive how heaven upon us too means to fulfill before we come to die? I have not seen among your griefs and mine. And now again, what is this world they say? Our captain general proclaimed, but now, to the whole city? Do you hear and heed, or are you blind?
Our 2 brothers were bereft, who died both in one day by the other's hand. And since this night, I've heard nothing else to make me happier or more miserable.
I knew as much, and for this reason made you go out of doors to tell you privately.
What is it? I see you have some mystery.
Has not Creon to the tomb preferred one of our brothers, and with contumely withheld it from the other? Edicles, duly as they say, even as the law was due, he hid beneath the earth, rendering him honor among the dead below. But the dead body of Polynices, miserably slain, they say it has been given out publicly. None may bewail, none bury, and all must leave unsepulchred. This is the matter that he has proclaimed, excellent Creon. For your heed, they say, and mine, I tell you, mine. And he moves hither. Who does any of these things shall surely die. The citizens shall stone him in the streets. Do stands the case. Now you will quickly show if you are worthy of your birth or no.
If it be this, could I effect helping or hindering?
Look, will you join me?
What mean you?
Help me lift the body up.
Would you bury him against the proclamation?
My own brother and yours I will. If you will not, I will. I shall not prove disloyal.
You are mad when Creon has forbidden it.
He has no right to stay me.
Alas, think our father perished, and how our 2 unhappy brothers in one day wrought common ruin. We now left alone, we too shall perish. If, despite of law, we traverse the behest power of kings, being ruled by mightier than ourselves, we have to hear these things and worse.
Then in future I will not bid you to help me. Him I will bury. Far longer is there need I satisfy those nether powers than powers on earth. For there forever must I lie. You, if you will, hold us to scorn what is approved of heaven.
I am not one to cover things with scorn, but I was born too feeble to contend against the state.
Yes, you can put that forward, but I will go and keep a burial mound over my most dear brother.
My poor sister, how beyond measure do I fear you?
Do not spend fear on me. Shape your own course.
At least announce it then. Know nobody, but keep it close as I will.
Tell it, tell it. You'll cross me worse by far if you keep silence, not to publish it at all.
Your heart beat hotly for chilling work.
I know that those approve whom I most need to please.
But things impossible, 'tis wrong to attempt at all.
If you will say it, I shall detest you soon, and you will justly incur the dead man's hatred. Suffer me, and I shall meet with nothing more grievous, at the worst, than death with honor.
Then go, if you will have it, and take this with you. You go on a fool's errand, lover true to your beloved. None the less are you.
This is the woman who has done the deed we took her bearing in.
What is it, and what fit season come I forth?
I come, though I forswore it, mightily bring this maiden who is caught in act to set that bear in order. Take her, now yourself, examine and convict her as you please.
How might this be that she was seen and taken in the act?
Why, that's what happened when we reached the place, wrought on by those dread menacings from you. We swept away all the dust that covered the body and laid the claiming limbs quite bare. Suddenly, a violent eddy lifted from the ground. After a while, when it has ceased, there stands this maiden in sight and wails aloud, shrill as a bitter note. Straightway then, she gathers the hands of dry dust and brings them, and from a shapenly brazen cruse held high, she crowns the body with drink offerings.
Do you, owner, deny that you have done this deed?
I say I did it. I deny it not.
You are acquitted of a heavy charge. Knew you the order not to do it?
Yes.
And you made free to overstep my law?
Your ordinance of so much binding force, as that a mortal man could overbear, the unchangeable, unwritten code of heaven.
Then get you down thither and love, if you must love the dead. No woman while I live shall order me.
Yes, I done it. Join with her to share the blame.
That justice will not suffer. You refused, and I had no part.
Shame me not, sister. Why deny me death for honoring the dead with you?
Mix not your death with mine. Don't claim work you didn't touch. I shall suffice to die.
And what care I for life if I lost you?
Save yourself. I do not grudge you your escape.
Oh, me unhappy, and must I miss to share your fate?
No, you made your choice to live. Mine, to die.
What? Will you put to death your own son's bride?
He may go further afield, slaves there, take them in. As women henceforth must they live, not suffered to gad abroad, for even bold men flinch when they view death hard by the verge of life. Son, you are here in anger, are you not? Against your sire, hearing his final doom upon your bride-to-be? Or are we friends, always with you whatever the policy?
Yours am I, Father, and you guide my steps with your good counsel, which for my part I will follow closely. Thus, there is no marriage that shall occupy a larger place with me than your direction in the path of honor.
So it is right, my son, to be disposed, in everything to back your father's quarrel. What worse sore can plague us than a loved one's worthlessness? Whoever offends against the laws by violence, or thinks to give commands to rulers, I deny favor to such. Therefore, it is we must assist the cause of order. This forbids concession to a feminine will. Better be outcast, if we must, of men, than have it said a woman worsted us.
Father, it is for me, being your son, to mark the words of all. Being your son, to mark the words, the deeds, and the complaints of all. To a private man, your frown is dreadful, who has things to say that will offend you. But I can secretly gather this. The folk mourn this maid, who of all women most unmerited for the noblest acts die by the worst of deaths.
Men that we are, we must be sent to school to learn discretion of a boy like this?
None that's dishonest.
The say to prescribe me my decrees. Am I to rule this land after some will other than mine? Good service is it to pay respect to rebels?
You desecrate by trampling on heaven's honor.
You woman's follower!
You will not find me serving what is vile. Die she may, but she shall not die alone.
What is it? I tremble but to see thee speak. Give place then in the presence of the dead, would not the life that's perished. Where is my valor in slaying o'er the slain? Lie advise meaning thee well. 'Tis pleasantest to learn of good advisers when their words bring gain, for that thou hast made life join hands with death, and sent a living soul unworthingly to dwell with a tomb, and keepst a corpse here from the presence and powers beneath, not for the rights or any gods above, but lawlessly in their despite unserved. Furies from death and heaven lay wait for thee to take thee in the evil of thine own hands.
The seer is gone, my lord, denouncing woe, and from the day my old hairs began to induce the white for black, we have known him for a watch who never barked to warn the state in vain. Go, set free the maiden from the vault, and build a tomb for that dead outcast.
Be miserable! Was I a prophet? Is this path I tread the unhappiest of all ways I ever went?
There is no sort of human life that I could ever praise. This land of kindness from its enemies, and took the country's absolute monarchy, and ruled it, flourishing with a noble growth from his own seed. And now, he has lost all. Death is upon him, death caused by the living.
And who is the slayer? Speak, who is the victim?
Haman is no more, his lifeblood spilt, and by no stranger's hand. O Master, thou hast in store of sorrows.
And what more sorrowful is yet behind?
The wife, the mother the dead, is by blow just fallen, haplessly slain.
Haven of death, how should it please thee to end this breath?
See for thyself.
Woe is me again, for this is new sorrow I see. Woe is me, to none else can they lay it, this guilt, but to me. Lead me forth, cast me out, no other than a man undone, who did slay, unwitting, thy mother and thee my son. I turn me I know not, wherefore my plans ill sped, and doom that is heavy to bear is come down over